Hi everybody, Ken here today. I got another lantern video for you guys. And as you can see, I'm in the lantern workshop. Please excuse my mess, but there's a reason I'm here. I have a project that I'd like to share with you guys. A recent acquisition off of eBay. I picked up two really nice railroad lanterns. I got a Canadian Pacific railroad lantern here. I mean, this thing is in such great shape. I don't even know, to be honest with you, if this thing has ever been lit. It might be new old stock. There doesn't even look like there's any soot in this thing. And I mean, all the galvanized on it is immaculate. And it's got the wooden handle on there in really good shape. Really pleased with this purchase. And pretty much the same goes for this other one. This is a Dressel. It has some soot on it, which when I took it out of the package got all over the place, so I know it's been used, but nonetheless it's still in really good shape. However, I noticed one thing that I'd like to share with you guys. One problem that we have to address. Opened it up, went to take it apart, grabbed the fount. Whoops. The lid came right off of the oil pot, the fount. So that's a little problem that we're going to have to address. But other than that, I mean, this thing is in great shape. It's got a lot of soot up in the top there. You can see this one's pretty well used, but still in great shape. So what I'm going to have to do here is let me dig out the fount, the rest of the. There's really nothing wrong with it. It looks like, kind of just looks like it came uncrimped a little bit. But since I really don't have a way of crimping it back together, what I'm going to try to do is just put a light solder on there. And we'll go ahead and repair it that way. So I'd like to share that with you guys. Stay tuned and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so what I did is I took the burner off. And what I'm going to have to do is, I got a sanding sponge here. I'm going to have to clean this up real good with the sanding sponge in order for this thing to take some solder. So what I'm probably going to do is just give you guys the gist of it here. And then it's going to take a while. And it's pretty boring to do. So we'll come back. It'll be cleaned up. And then we'll prepare for the next step. Okay, so I took my time real good with sandpaper, cleaned all that the best I could, made it as shiny as I could, and likewise did the same thing for the inside edge of the top there. And what I noticed, now that it's clean, doesn't kind of quite want to fit on there. I don't know. So I may have to use a clamp or tap it down with a hammer or something first, but before I do, I'm just going to go ahead and prep it for solder here. I got my flux paste here. I'm going to put a little bit of flux paste along the inside edge there. With the solder is kind of the way I like to do it. Get it all the way around there. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is, I don't know, I'm just going to try to put this on, and maybe it'll seat by giving it a little tap there. Yeah, it actually kind of did go. But what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to want to put a C-clamp on that while I solder, because I don't want it to pop up when I get the solder going on it. So be right back and we'll get this clamped up. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and put a C-clamp on this one side. This one side wasn't really holding too well. It was kind of popping up, but it seems like it's all seated on there pretty good now. So I guess we're ready to go ahead and get it soldering and see what happens. See how well that goes. I got my small torch here, and sometimes it's a little bit of a, there we go. Whoops, I forgot that I gotta hold it to keep it going. But anyway, alright. It's not really going as well as I would have wanted to here, but there it goes. Kind of making a bit of a mess, but we'll clean it back up. Alright, what I'll do is turn it around a little bit here. Might have to get that in the vise. Let me come on over to my vise here. Try to get that solder into the crack there. It's a little bit of a challenge. Okay, we'll go ahead and let that cool off, and then we'll rotate it around, hit the other side, and see what happens. Okay, I got it spun around now. Let me see if I can just get a little bit of this solder into this crack on the other side here. Would be a marvelous thing. Yeah, spin it a little more. All right. Whew, that thing is hot. Okay, what I'm going to do now is let it cool off. And then we're going to clean up the solder, take a look at it, and see if it held or not. Okay, everybody. So what I did is I sanded this down a little bit on the outside with the sanding sponge. I had a couple little solder snots, what I call, in there, like, you know, masonry brickwork when they leave a little bit of mortar on there. Knocked those off and cleaning it up real good. And yeah, I mean, I think it came out pretty good. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's nice and tight now, and should be able to pull it right out of the lantern now when I put the burner back on there. And not too bad, I hope. So yeah, let me go ahead and just try to put the let me go give it a try. Let me put the burner back on there. Okay, and then we'll put it back into the lantern. Actually got a little bit of cleaning to do in the bottom of the lantern there as well. But okay, it fits. Ah, that's the way it's supposed to be. So there we have it. Two good railroad lanterns ready to go. All I got to do is fuel them up and light them up. But I don't know if I'm actually going to light this one or not, because the more I look at this, I think it's a new old stock lantern. I don't think it's ever been used. But I will use this one and make another video on it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.